Hi everyone, thanks for taking the time to watch this short demo of our new product UX Backlog. So UX Backlog is a dedicated research backlog tool which aims to help you manage all the different research requests and research items across the different teams and squads and tribes that you're in, all in one place without having to actually manually build it out. UX Backlog focuses on making the process more efficient and easier for you so that you can focus on conducting the research. But what we can do is just dive straight in. What I'm going to do today is walk you through creating a new backlog, as well as walk you through the features that we have, which include sharing access to your backlog and also combining backlogs, which we find is valuable to managers and leads when it comes to work visibility and practice. So I've got a dummy account, and I will just sign in on that. It's a fresh account, so you see we just signed in. So this is what the workspace looks like. You've got workspace, you've got your backlogs, you've got what's shared with you, you've got the combined backlog view that we'll look at later. So what I want to do with this first part is just create a new backlog. In the create a new backlog section, we get a box which just asks you to give your backlog a name. So test backlog, the area or department that you're working in. So this will be, say we're working in digital, and the team that you're working in. So it's whether it's a squad, whether it's a team of 5, 6 dedicated members. So we will call this one the Digi Squad. And we just create that, and as you can see, it pops up here. So as you see with your backlog view, you get to see what the backlog name is, the department that is in, and then also the squad. So let's go into the test backlog. So this is the test backlog view. As you can see here, the details that we put in here are visible here, which are just the basic details of the backlog. What you can do here is you can edit it. So edit 1, and that will change the name of the backlog. You can also change the name of the tribe or the department that you're in. So we'll leave it as digital for now. You can also add additional squads. So what we found is many researchers work across multiple squads in one department. So here we've got the Digi Squad. We can also say that we're working across the offline team as well. Offline, I just put offline as well. So you've got a maximum of up to 4 kind of different teams that you could put down for the department that you're working in. But one thing that you're probably interested in is how this backlog works. So what I'll do is just click on add backlog item here. As you can see, by default, we get to select the date that the backlog item was created. So I'll put it down as the 5th, say tomorrow, just as it's Monday. You can put the status. So we have a status for new requests, but you can, as you're moving your research item across the backlog, you can put it down as in planning, conducting research, in analysis, as well as on hold and completed as well. So we'll put it down as kickoff for now, which means that you're just waiting to have that conversation with your stakeholders. Actually, let's put it in planning just so you follow that. Now, you don't have to fill all these different areas in, but they're available to you. Just so that if you do need to pop it in, it's there. And what I'll do is just deselect that and show you the columns. The nice thing about this is because it's all optional, all these areas are optional, you can deselect and increase or reduce the number of columns or bits of data that you're working across. So I've deselected that, and you can see now my backlog columns have now been reduced. And I'll put in a different task ID for this 1.1. I'll put dummy T as the researcher. The squad that I'm doing this is for Digi Squad. Stakeholders say it's James W. And the research question, this could be the question that the business has given you, or the research question that you're coming out, or the research question that you've generated from speaking to your stakeholders. So let's put one. How do our customers use their phones, use their home screens? So that's our research question. and put in the delivery date as the end of the week. So brilliant. So it's a good start. And as you can see, it's a good start to your research backlog. We can deselect that, add another backlog item. The neat thing about this is also you can move your backlog items as well. So there, if there's certain things you want at the top of the backlog, that option is always there. But I think a neat feature that we have here is also the filtering options. So you can quickly filter through all your backlog items. So this really does affect if you're if you've got a huge backlog, which most of us tend to do. And what it does, it just helps you quickly filter through what you're working on, what stage it is, and also filter through the specific types of research requests that you want to focus on, really. So you can see here, that's the one I just populated. Another feature that we have here is managing the access. And what this means is giving people who have registered to UX Backlog access to your backlog now. So we do have another account. So let's just put that in. So as soon as they hit share, they should. Oh, there you go. This backlog has been shared. So you can see here, Doe at uxbacklog.co has access to that. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the other section. So if I go share with me, obviously there's nothing to see here for now. Combined backlog, nothing to see here, but it gives you the view that. So I'll sign out and go into Doe's account, uxbacklog.co, log in. So you can see Doe already has a backlog setup here, an all-in-one backlog. He's got something already in process or in planning. Sorry, John Doe. You can see it's for the marketplace squad, who the stakeholders are, and the delivery dates as well. And keep in mind that for Doe, you can see here that he's deselected certain columns. We can reselect them and make them visible if you want them, or if you feel that they're necessary for you. Also, you can see that in the shared with me section now, that the backlog that was just shared is now visible to Doe. You can see that the department or area that it is in is visible. Also the teams that this backlog links to, and you can see all the different research items. So we've got 2 here for now, but you can see all the different research items specifically linked to this backlog, which gives you good visibility of what others are working on, and gives you access to all of that. What we'll do, look at the combined backlog view now, and we'll have to create a name for this combined backlog view. Doe and dummy backlog combined. We just put that. But as you can see here, with the combined backlog view, you have the option of adding in your own backlog, combining your backlog, the backlog that you've created, as well as ones that have been shared with you. So as you can see in Doe's account, he's only got 1 backlog, and in the shared with me, there's 1 backlog as well. So we can create a combined backlog view now from both of those backlogs. So as you can see here, that's popped up here, Doe and dummy backlog combined. If I go in here now, you can see the different backlogs that we've got added. And interestingly enough, oops, just gone back there. Let's go back to combined backlog view, back here. And what you can see here now is if I just go here, you can scroll across. We can see for all the backlog that we've linked together, we can see all the backlog items, who's working on what their research questions are, when their delivery dates are. You could not increase, but add extra columns to see what playback or prototype, what the links are, as well as the effort scores or the priority scores. So you can see here, playback and plan section have not been filled in yet, but that's understandable if as work is in progress. If I filter on in planning, that gets rid of anything else that isn't in the planning segment, so you get to see who's working on what and what's in planning. I'll go back to all, but also we can also deselect the different backlogs. So say we've got 3 or 4 different backlogs that we've combined, but we only want to look at 2. We can deselect the ones that we don't want to look at, and it leaves you with the ones that you want to look at, with the option of filtering and scanning for what you need for the research items that you're tracking. I'll just show that again. So that really is a quick run through trial or demo of our UX Backlog product. Hopefully gives you an idea of what the product can do. Hopefully gives you an understanding as to how it can hopefully make your work life and managing your research backlog a lot more easier, giving you the foundations and the template and structures to work with, so you're not actually having to go away and build that yourself. Instead, you just come in, you add a backlog item as you can do here, and you get started with your research. Brilliant. If you feel that's something you want to give it a shot and you want to try, feel free to sign up. The product is available for free, so you can get started straight away. Thank you.